I do feel like my shit is on that level though.
That's
or it
lit.
can get to that level.
Hey, I like to hear it. I just want to see it now.
Yo, it's some heat, bro. It's some heat. It's like real heat. It's a point where I can't even talk about it like that. Niggas will steal it. It's like that, bro. It's like that, bro. Like I'll be telling people and I'll be like, yo, I got a time travel plot. I got a this plot. I got an AI plot. I got like a samurai plot. I got a vampire plot. And I'm just like, dog, I got shit going. And I'm just like, yo, and I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, dog, that's not normal, bro. I was like, I was made for this shit.
Hey, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? When I think about it, like, I was made for this shit.
I like that.
Because it's like, I really put a lot of thought into that stuff, bro. I really do put a lot of thought into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just now I let my skills catch up to where like in my mind is, my imagination is, to the point where I can just put out what's on my mind fluidly.
My friends, welcome back to the Smokey Mirror Podcast, where we dive deep into the creative minds that are shaping our culture and inspiring us all. My name is Jordan Jones. I'm your host and fellow creator, and I'm on a mission to spread knowledge and inspiration to help people like you leave your mark on the world. From artists to musicians to entrepreneurs and more, join me as we explore the intentional act of creation and the forces that drive us to do God's work. If you like what I'm doing with the podcast, if you want to support, please share this with a friend. If you have any creatives in your life that you think should get on the podcast, send this to them, tell them to hit me up. Maybe we can make it happen. Today, I have my friend Mugen, from AKA Mugen's Dream. He is an artist that I saw his work at the Fort Lauderdale airport. You know me, I be catching jets, you know what I'm saying, traveling around, you know, me and Chaz be skirt flying. So, you know, I was in Fort Lauderdale and people know I love anime, and there's two pieces that really caught my eye. The shorty doing the little like Akira turn on the bike. And then,
Crazy,
you know,
you noticed that Akira though.
Got to. That shit is iconic.
Yes.
And then the other one, I think it was more like a self-portrait of yourself with like the little devil and the angel on each shoulder.
Sir.
So I thought that was dope. Mugen, I appreciate you for making the time to hop on the show.
Hey, bro, Jordan, appreciate you for having me, bro. It's a blessing, man. Honestly, I actually always wanted the opportunity to do something like this.
Dope.
Just like socially, I just never had the experience or the opportunity to meet somebody until now. So
for sure.
I appreciate that, bro.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, I thought it was crazy that like somebody actually hit me up on there. I got a few hit ups from those pieces in the airport. But this is the first thing that came and flourished out, organically.
That's what's up. Tell me about the process of getting your art into, like, how did that even go about? Were they looking for people? How did that work?
Actually, the way it worked out is, I actually work at the airport.
Oh.
So it was actually a friend of mine, great artist. He actually helped me get into art, actually.
Cool.
When I started working with him, he was like an artist that I admired. And he actually worked with the airport to start something where he was like, hey, yo, there's a lot of artists that like work here, yo. Like, let's do something, like show like their talent. And so he actually showcased that probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
That was dope.
And back then, I wasn't even drawing. I wasn't even doing anything.
Wow.
Yeah, about 2018, I was just kind of focused on other things. Really didn't know what I wanted to do, to be honest.
Sure.
And probably about less than a year in, I was like, hey, yo, like, I was asking him, like, bro, like, how you got any tips? And he was like, yeah, do this. I was like, all right, for sure. Went to Hobby Lobby, got some sketchbooks, you know what I'm saying, got some stuff. Start sketching. Next thing you know, I'm like, yo, I like this. Like, it was more than just like this is what I want to do. It was like, yo, it was just like a nice hobby, bro.
Right.
But
so you had never been drawing before?
Nah, bro. You doodle.
Yeah, a little bit.
Every now and then, but like nothing crazy, bro.
Wow.
Now, I will say though, my older brother is a great artist. And he was like a to this day, the best artist that I know personally.
Crazy. Yeah,
he doesn't draw or paint anymore, but unfortunately. But when he was doing his thing in high school and like a little later, yo, phenomenal work. Damn. So I would say, if you want to say it's my family, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it's in your genes, clearly.
Yeah. I would say one of the reasons I never pursued it is probably because of my brother, and I always thought, damn, yo, look how good he is. Right. And then when I try, I'm like 6, 8, 9 years old, dude, and I'm like, I'm trash. Like, I just give up. Now that I'm older, I'll have more patience, and I was like, hey, I'm getting really good. And I was like, you know what, man? Let me take this serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see where I can go with this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, that's when things started clicking. That's when I was like, you know what, bro? I've always been a storyteller. I've always had stories that I've always wanted to, like, share with the world, but I just never knew how to do it or the confidence. Now I got a median, and now I got the confidence.
That's dope.
You know, and that's kind of where it started. Like,
that's crazy. So all right, you're sketching. You're like, all right, cool. I actually started to like this. Walk me through like that point to actually saying, yeah, I want to put this in the airport.
So from there on, I actually started getting real serious. Probably about like 6 months in, where I was really, really trying really hard pieces to do, and like really like, and I was messing up, you know. But I knew that it was making me a better artist, and so the opportunity came for around 2019 to put some stuff up, and so I submitted some stuff and worked so hard on this piece, yo. Right, it was like the first like really big, huge piece I did. Was probably like, I want to say like 18 by 20, like huge piece of like, it's kind of like a comic strip. This guy's saving this mom and son from a meteor, you know? Like, I look back at it and I'm like, yeah, and it was good for the time. I'd kill it now if I did it again. Yeah. So when I submitted it, they didn't like it, yo. So that kind of hurt me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Because you put a lot of time in.
Yeah, put a lot of time in, and it really hurt me. I was like, damn, yo, that's crazy. And I was a little confident, you know, maybe a little cocky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so it kind of had me, yo. And I remember I was actually on vacation. I remember I read it, the email, and I was in Jamaica, and I was like, damn, yo. But I remember, bro, coming back with like the utmost motivation. Like, nah, yo, that's how you gonna do me back. Yeah. So then, like, you know, like a few years went on. I actually left Fort Lauderdale and went to Miami and worked there for a little bit. So now that when I came back, that's when I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Nice. So that's when this time I was like, yeah, look at my shit now. And they hit me. They was like, yo, you got better, because they actually remembered the same email thread. Yeah, it was actually the same email thread I had. And they remember like the first submissions I had. Yeah. And they were like, yo, like you really improved. I was like, appreciate you, thank you.
That's dope. So, yeah. And then they hanging it up there.
Yeah. So hopefully, it's actually gonna end soon. So they're gonna take them down, and they're probably gonna ask me to like submit like some more stuff. I submit more stuff than they put up. So. I want to do something really big next time. Like, nice. I want to start expanding, really getting, you know, maybe murals. You know what I'm saying? Really, really expand my art. Because to me, I'm still new to the game. You know, that's how I feel.
I mean, you just started like a couple years ago. So honestly, yeah, you getting your feet wet for real.
Yeah, for real. But at the same time, I just hit 30. So I feel like for me, it's like, you know, it's like it's grind mode kind of. You know, it ain't really like laid back time. It's like
I definitely feel that. I definitely. Like, it's good to keep that sense of urgency, but at the same time, you are still young. Like, there's
exactly.
Plenty of
you
time
still gotta humble yourself and be like, yo, like, I'm still young as hell.
Yeah, you're still young as hell. Yeah, you just started doing, like, especially in today's age, like, being 30 it's not old like it used to be.
You're right, bro.
Because motherfuckers used to be married and have kids at like 24. You know what I'm saying? So that's 30 was so like crazy.
That's so true, ain't happening bro. No more. It's so 30's like really like 25 kind of. Damn near. Look at it, yeah.
But yeah, that's good. Like you just keep grinding on this shit. It's gonna keep getting better. So
definitely, dog.
Tell me about your inspiration for like, what do you draw? Like, cause seeing that you got a lot of anime.
Yeah. So really and truly, yeah, you know, heavily anime inspired. So I got 2 older brothers, 9 years older than me, and another one was like 14 years older than me. They were both into anime from before I can remember, right? And I remember my first animes were like really mature animes that they were watching on like burnt VHSs and stuff like that. Like, oh, shit. You know, like old school, like Street Fighter movie, Ninja Scroll, like these are like Vampire Hunter D, like classics, yo, like old school stuff. And I'm talking about like, I'm like 8 years old watching, I'm like, yo, titties out. I'm like, whoa, you know, I'm like, make sure mom ain't watching, you know, right. But like, that's where I saw animation can go, other than like the cartoons you watch on Disney Channel. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where when I saw that, I really piqued my interest with like more mature stories, but on the animation side. You know what I mean? And so from there on, when I started actually drawing now, straight off the rip, I'm like, that's the type of style that I like. But at the same time, you got to find your own style. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, as a Black American, you know, and also Caribbean American, like, I got something else to bring to the table, right? Because to be honest with you, that's the industry that's dominated by Japanese. You know what I mean? That's a big industry where they kind of run it.
And they invented it.
Yeah, exactly. Not many foreigners really breach that market. And if they do, they're usually from that area of the world, probably Korea or something, China or something, you know? So for like an American to breach that market and for an African American to breach that market, you know, it takes a lot. But all of that, it comes with culture too.
Right.
Like I'm coming with the African American culture. And that's what I'm trying to mix into it as well. I'm really trying to do an organic mix where you can really appreciate all the good things about the, you know, African American culture. Plus, it feels like an anime. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like, yo, that's a black cartoon. That's it's an anime. It's organic. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I really would like to go with. You know, so
that's dope. So, are you gonna branch into like making comics, creating characters, stories? Is that something you have in the future?
Yeah. That's something I have in the future. It's something that I'm patient with because I'm so like interested in it. I've read a lot of, I would say, not professional work, but people who are the same dream as me trying to do it. And I'll be honest with you, no offense in thinking my stuff is gonna be better, but I'm like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. And I feel like always something's missing. And the stories that I usually like, you know, the stuff that's popular, I pinpoint the things that I like in that story. And I'm like, yo, this is what people like. This is what people like.
Can you give me an example?
So, like, my favorite story, One Piece.
That shit is so long.
But I think about it, it's so long, it's been going on for so long, but look at the success.
Right, motherfuckers still
People still interested. It's one story. It's not like it's cut up, right? That thing sold more copies than Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Right? Harry Potter cut up into different books and stuff. This is one story consecutive, and it's at its pinnacle. So that tells you that the story is interesting enough that people don't even pick it up. They never drop it. They follow that thing for 20-something plus years. You know what I'm saying? To the point where now it was the most watched show last year.
That shit got motherfuckers hooked on like crack, for sure.
For sure, bro. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? So when I look at elements like that, and I look at elements from like Naruto, you know, and I'm looking at like the world building, the power system, and I'm taking elements like that. Not only that, the symbolism, those stuff are big, bro. Like a lot of people don't know. If you really look at, Naruto fans know. You know what I'm saying? You really look at the names, they all mean something. Everybody's name, all the jutsus, they all have like back meanings. And they actually mean things that are so connected to the story. Yeah. And they sometimes follow like Japanese folktales. So like the Jiraiya and Orochimaru, that snake and frog, like that's a story from Japanese days, like the frog and the snake. You know, like Kurama, the nine-tailed fox. You know, you see that in different stories in Japan, you know? Yeah. So, you know, a lot of this stuff and a lot of different stories do that. One Piece does that with different cultures. Sometimes you're doing something Greek mythology. Sometimes you bring it on something else. So it's like, and they all have some type of connection, you know? So it's something that I want to bring to the table. Maybe even something connected with African culture, you know what I'm saying? Or African-American culture or Caribbean culture, something, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. I always wanted to connect it to reality.
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, I love Naruto's story. That's my number one for me because it just, that Shippuden, like when you learn about the story between Sasuke and his brother, like that storyline is insane. Like I never heard anything like that shit.
Never, bro.
Like
never. And honestly, it was a tough to give it up when to drop it for my number one when I started One Piece. Like I didn't do it until like, and I was reluctant. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, bro. I was a One Piece hater. I'll be straight up with you, bro. I used to be like, people used to be like, yo, watch One Piece. And I'd be like, nah, I ain't watching that, bro.
One Piece is
I used to be like, nah, I ain't watching that, bro. I was like, I ain't watching that, bro. But it was one of those things where like, it's hard to, you gotta watch it from the beginning to really understand why it's so good.
I'm on episode like 500. I'm just like,
it's like, yo, I know it's one of those things, bro. It's an investment.
I'm gonna finish, I'm gonna finish it eventually, bro. But that shit is,
I tell you what though, bro. Right now the animation budget
insane. I might just watch some of the fights right now.
Crazy, dog. The animators are having a ball, bro. Like the last episode, they had they frame it, they cut it down frame by frame. They put in like Arabic fonts in some of the stuff. Damn. And you read it, it says like random stuff like I like pizza. Yeah, like random stuff. Like they're doing
just
like
because it looks cool.
Bro, they brought in a dude to animate like 2 seconds. It was like a total like 40-something frames.
That's what happens when you're the most watched TV show. You got that big budget.
You can just do that. Yeah, you can just do that. And yo, I mean, One Piece would be like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yo, I can only dream of getting to that level if I ever do. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like my shit is on that level though.
That's
or it
lit.
can get to that level.
Hey, I like to hear it. I just want to see it now.
Yo, it's some heat, bro. It's some heat. It's like real heat. It's a point where I can't even talk about it like that. Niggas will steal it. It's like that, bro. It's like that, bro. Like it's like that. And this crazy thing is, it's like, dog, I'll be telling people and I'll be like, yo, I got a time travel plot. I got a this plot. I got an AI plot. I got like a samurai plot. I got a vampire plot. And I'm just like, dog, I got shit going. And I'm just like, yo, and I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, dog, that's not normal, bro. I was like, I was made for this shit.
Hey, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? When I think about it, like, I was made for this shit.
I like that.
Because it's like, I really put a lot of thought into that stuff, bro. I really do put a lot of thought into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just now I let my skills catch up to where, like, in my mind is, my imagination is, to the point where I can just put out what's on my mind fluidly. Wow. Effortlessly, you know what I mean? Just how the most popular names in Japan do, you know? So, you know, that's where I'm at right now.
That's what's up. Tell me about this Japan trip.
Man.
Was it just vacation? Were you working? What was going on?
Yeah, so it was a vacation for the most part. So this was actually my 4th time going. So I'll tell you right now, Japan is home, bro. Like, I love it there, bro. I went there the first time, 2014, with my older brother. We were actually supposed to go to Monaco for the F1 race.
Damn, that would have been lit.
Yeah, that would have been lit. Right? I was working for another airline at the time, so you know.
So you be getting them flights cheap.
Oh yeah, we was flying, bro.
That's lit.
And so we're planning out this Monaco trip, and you know, people, bro, you know, procrastinating, waiting last minute. Next, you know, tickets sold out. We like, what we about to do, bro? Next, you know, I'm just like out of random. I'm like, yo, let's go to Japan, bro. I never like, let's do it because we both love Japan. We're like, let's do it. So the first time we went out there. Yo, mind blown. Culture-wise, like everything was just so, like you can watch as many documentaries as you can. As soon as you get there, you're gonna be like, damn, it's crazy out here. Like so many things just blow your mind. The like how nice the people are. I can't stress that enough. Like I've personally never been anywhere where I've seen just like on a collective level, just like so much altruism and just so much just like people just like genuinely nice, yo.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a very, very surprising thing on my first trip.
I've seen those videos where like somebody will drop something and everyone's like sprinting to go help them type shit. Like,
bro,
crazy.
It's serious. So this last trip I was out there, I saw a like a stuffed animal or something like taped up against a pole. So it was a little weird. I was like, what's going on? Like, so I walked up to it. It was wrapped in a plastic bag. It had a sign on it. It was like, yo, lost item. And like I don't even read Japanese, so I looked up like the translator. It was like, "Yo, lost item." Like
somebody found it and taped it to the.
Like, bro, who took the effort to do that, bro?
Right.
That's love.
The
bro.
note and everything.
That's love, bro. You know, like that's how the culture is there. So this actual trip now, my 4th trip now, I got a boy that was flying out there for a few months, and he's like, "Bro, you got to go out there with me. He's like begging me. So I was like, "All right, bro."
I'm coming.
Don't
bro. Twist my arm type shit.
I'm coming, bro. She ain't got to twist my arm to go there, to be honest. So this trip, every trip I'll say is a different vibe. You can never go there like just for a week and just get the whole experience because there's just way too much stuff to do. And every time you go, like every year there'll be something new. So, you know, the thing about it is like I'm there, and even if you have a plan and stuff to do, you might hit half of it because there's so many like spontaneous stuff. You walking around, you're like, oh wow. Oh, that's an event. Let's hit this museum. Oh, let's go there. Let's go there.
Like, you in Tokyo, right?
Yeah, Tokyo most of the time. Yeah. I hit a few other cities. Kyoto. That's more like temples vibe. You know, like love that vibe, bro.
Yeah,
love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they have Osaka, which honestly, bro, might become my new favorite.
Really?
Yeah. I would say a lot of Americans would definitely love Osaka. It's definitely fits in more of a wild culture. You know what I'm saying? You go there, people dressing more like Americans, more hip, more urban.
Cool.
Less. You get stares if you're an American.
Be staring,
but it's out of like admiration, like look, right. It's an American.
Especially because you black too, right? Like we don't see niggas around here.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like not even gonna cap, bro. Like that's the thing. Like as a black man there too, like you definitely gonna catch some stares because naturally people don't stare.
They don't see you, like people.
So yeah, they don't see you often, bro. And most of the stares I got was out of admiration. And when I stare back or I look back, it's like somebody wearing J's and dressing fresh. So you're looking at what I'm wearing too, because they're like, oh, snap, like
damn, oh, so that's how you do it.
Yeah, it's kind of Sometimes they probably are, bro. Yeah. But same time, it's like honestly though,
them boys be dripped out though.
Dripped out. That was before. I was another surprise. First time I went there, I was like, yo, this is probably like the most fashionable place I've ever been. No, I started Googling it. People were like, yo, this is fashion capital of the world. I'm like, wow, I had really no idea. And I'm walking around and I'm like, dog, everybody got swag. And it's not even like trendy swag where you're like, here, yo, everybody wearing the same stuff. Mm-hmm. Over there, it's like, bro, this girl's wearing like overalls with J's. This girl's wearing a suit. This guy's wearing like a he looked like a oversized 90s blazer with a pager. Shades. And this dude's 16. He's 16 years old. I'm like, dog, what? He trapped in 92. I'm like, yo, pager. But it's dope, bro. It's dope. Like sometimes people dress like they're in Halloween, but that's just their style. Like, and nobody's staring at them because it's
just normal.
It's just the norm.
It's a fashion show, just walking down the street.
It is. So like last time I went there, I was like, nah, I gotta make sure my shit on point. Like, I was really like my shit on point because I ain't getting caught up tripping. Like,
that's lit.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, I know from college, like the drippiest motherfuckers was always the Asian kids. They pulling up in their I-8, the G-Wagon. They got the Supreme Louis V collection jacket.
They know quality, bro. Like, and the cool thing is, like, it'll be like the most low key people. You see, like, girl just chilling reading her book. Yo, she got like Gucci's on. You're like, damn. Like, girl, like, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, like, yo, Louis jacket. Like, damn, like, it's just how it is. It's like, yo, it's so much, like, ways to express yourself, and it's not much judgment there. Mm-hmm. It's not judgment on the sense of how you dress. There's other types of judgment there, you know, if that makes sense. Yeah. There's all judgment everywhere.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nature.
Like, yeah. But, because, like, it brings me to my point with, like, racism there. So, like, because a lot of people always ask me, like, yo, how was it, bro? Like, was anything, like, am I racist there to you? And to be honest with you, I would say only one situation I've ever had where I can be like, yo, somebody actually said something. My brother, he actually speaks a little Japanese. So the first time we went out there, we was on the train, and the guy was, like, bad-mouthing us. Yeah.
Assuming you couldn't understand that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was bad-mouthing us. And then we found out my second trip. Actually, no, I would say my third trip. My third trip, I went out with my family. That was so much fun.
Dope.
And my third trip was very eye-opening. That was my first trip where I experienced, like, the nightlife. Mm-hmm. And I was really like, yo, we were walking around to, like, these, like, random bars. And to be honest with you, I'm seeing signs. It's like, yo, no foreigners, no Americans.
Damn.
I'm like, yo.
For real?
Yo, for real, bro. I was like, that was the first time I saw that. I was like, Dad, I had no idea.
They're on that.
Yo, no, it was a very, very small area, though. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't see that in the major parts anywhere. No. So I'm like, damn. But then, like, as I'm really thinking about it, I'm like, yo, the history of America really ain't that great.
Niggas is loud. We've been there bombing shit.
Yeah, and at the same time, remember, they got the base there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the military base. And I think that's kind of where it came off of, because they have that, like, that permanent American presence there. What happened is a lot of soldiers used to come to the city and, like mess with Japanese girls, someone would get raped. Mm-hmm. And so they had to hit the stigma. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, now soldiers are bad. You know what I'm saying? But they got the stigma. They're just like, yo, F Americans. So that's the older generation. Right. Younger people don't care. Yeah. They love American culture. They love Americans. That's more like the older people that still own some of those smaller businesses. They can never own a bigger business in a major part of the city. And
definitely not. Yeah.
I'm talking about like micro bars. Like, bro, they fit like 4 people.
Like a dive bar.
Yeah. It's a vibe if they allow you and they love and they fuck with foreigners. But, you know, but if, you know, you don't really want to mess with them. If you don't like me, then I don't want to be here anyways, you know? But that same night, we walking around, we saw a classy restaurant. Yo, I saw girls walking around in bunny suits. I'm like bunny ears with the bun, all that. I'm like, yo.
What's up? Where y'all going?
So I'm like, yo, we trying to get in. Yo, homeboy came out mad fast, looked like Yakuza. He was like, yo, he's like, no Gaijin. I was like, yo, that's like foreigner. I was like, yeah, we out, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, they were like, we out. That's something serious.
Niggas just said, Nani?
Yeah. Yo, facts, bro. We was like, yo, we thought it was a lucky night. We saw like, yo, we was like, what's that? But, you know, like, that's one thing. And in the last trip, there was a few times where I was like by myself. I was in some areas and waiting for like a table in a restaurant, you know, packed. And, you know, they like, yo, wait. You know, I'm like, cool. You know, I'm waiting like 10, 15 minutes. some Japanese dudes walks in, talks to them, yo, takes them right upstairs, and I'm just like, oh, word?
Right.
All right, bet, I'm out, bro. You know, so like sometimes you might get that too. But I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna.
Maybe you American. Maybe
yeah, I'm not gonna. From my
know.
position, I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm not gonna assume.
You the new guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, yo. Maybe he worked there. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I was waiting for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give y'all benefit of the doubt. I'm just gonna go away and get McDonald's.
Right, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
What's the McDonald's like over there?
Oh, it's fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
For
bro.
real?
Yeah, it's different. It's healthier for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, the burgers taste different. I don't even get the burgers because they don't even taste healthy. It tastes healthy, so they don't even taste that good. But anything chicken is fire. Yeah. And the 7-Elevens there, man.
7-Eleven.
It's crazy out there. Yeah, all the convenience stores.
Do them shits look like Pokemon
steroids.
centers out there or what? Convenience store.
They got everything in there, bro. I mean, everything. Like good food, like fried chicken. Yo, 7-Eleven got their own whiskey brand.
What?
Beer. I mean, yeah.
I did not know that. 7-Eleven whiskey is wild.
7-Eleven is the spot there,
what
bro. They got another spot in Lawson's, bro. Both of those are I'm talking about you just want anything, bro. You go in there, you can get like a ball of rice, some fried chicken, and like a juice or something for like, $3, bro. Yo, and it's fire, bro. You're like sitting there like, dog, like I can't believe I just ordered all of that. Like, wow, bro. Like, nah, it's clutch, bro. It's really, really clutch, yo. The thing about that city is it's like I always looked at it as so convenient. They try to find so many ways to make everything convenient for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say subway system is super efficient, you know, super clean. Yo, when's my third trip I saw garbage on the street. I was like, actually, I had to
garbage.
I had to like walk around like you know what I'm saying?
Looking for
some areas, you know. And I was like, oh shit, like some at nighttime because it has a thing like before the morning, usually it's picked up.
That shit picked up, yeah.
You know, like because if you wake up dumb early, you see niggas sweeping on the street like early, like 6:30, 6 a.m. Like they're getting ready for the day.
Sweeping.
Like, yo, that's one thing too. You really notice the work ethic there, and you really respect it. Like no matter what position they got, whether they cleaning toilets or they're a CEO, they work.
And that's one thing I've always respected about Japanese culture that I've gotten from anime because I've never been to Japan. I don't know anything about it for real, but I can see the attention to hard work, respecting your elders, like being humble, all that shit.
Yeah, and then that system that they really have, bro, it really does flow through the culture in a way that like, bro, like 5 years old, these kids are going to school by themselves, like taking subways, like. By themselves, bro. That's unheard of in America.
Yeah, 5 years old.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of culture they have there. Like, the crime there is like, yo, you go there, you really don't have to worry about nothing. Like, in the sense of, like, your life being in danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? In that sense, right? Like, you walking around here in America, nowhere can you guarantee that you're safe. Nowhere. Not the grocery store, not the movie theater, not the school, gas station, not school, not church, nowhere, bro. There, you got to worry about nothing like that. Ain't nobody shooting up nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's like that sense of relief. And not only that, as a black man, I know I ain't got to worry about no police beating me up.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Or anything of that nature, or being targeted for
Must
that
be
nature.
nice. Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, even here, just a while ago, bro, I'm driving, I'm looking left, I'm looking right, bro.
Facts.
Like, it's just how nature, that's how I naturally am. Like, but over there, they ain't got right nothing, bro. You barely see cops there. Cops be chilling, because they ain't got nothing to worry about.
They ain't got nothing to worry about. Ain't
Yo, like, you be out on the side of the ramen shop, you see like 30 scooters. Like lined up, all the keys inside.
Ain't nobody taking.
Ain't nobody taking none of them, bro. That's just how it is, bro.
That's dope.
It's like, man, it's like you really, really respect it, bro. I remember one time I caught myself not jaywalking out there. I was like, damn, what am I doing, bro? Like, there's no cars around. Like, let me walk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being too proper right now. You know, like,
where the crosswalk at?
Yeah. But at the same time, though, like, I do want to. Like understand their culture and not do things that would disrespect.
Exactly.
Because there are things that they find disrespectful. Like you shouldn't eat while you like walking on the street. Here we don't care. Right? You throw down anything while you eating. Right. Like, but over there it can be like kind of like, oh, what's this guy doing? Right. Especially like smoking, bro. You smoking something? Yo, do that somewhere else, bro. Like that's nowhere near anybody.
That's crazy because
like they even got like boxes in the middle of the city where you can just walk in
and go in and smoke. Wow.
You know, or if there's not, you got to find an alley somewhere.
But so we're not trying to get that secondhand smoke.
Nah, yeah, they're very serious on that, bro. They really do care about their people's health.
Wow,
like they actually care.
That's such a novel concept as an American.
Yeah, they actually care,
what?
bro. Like,
Other
yeah,
people
healthcare is actually affordable there,
That's
bro. Like,
insane.
it's crazy. So, like, I don't know how true this is. So, I actually met a brother out there who actually owns a bakery, bro. So, he actually is a black-owned bakery in Tokyo.
Wow.
Yeah, real dude, a real cool dude named Kyle. So he was telling me, like 6 months in, like you staying there, whether you're a resident or not. The fact that you're on like a visa allow you to stay more than 6 months, like you automatically eligible for like healthcare.
What?
I'm like
6 months?
I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and like even if you didn't, like out of pocket is like ridiculously cheaper than here.
Wow.
Like I heard one story of a dude telling he was working there for a few months and he had like a toothache and he had to go to the dentist, right? He's like, yo, I'm about to spend mad guap. I ain't got no insurance out here. Like, I know it's gonna be something serious.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. So they put him under and everything, drill his teeth and all that, bro. When he woke up, they gave him the bill. It was like, yo, $120.
What?
US.
Chaz, you just had some shit like that. Yeah, that shit was a grip, wasn't it?
Like, I'm like, dog, that's crazy because they're not trying to make a profit off these
Right,
people.
they're just trying to get motherfuckers
right.
right.
They're just trying to get people right, yo. Like, that's how it is, yo. And it's like, that's how it should be,
Thanks.
So, like, I'll be honest with you, this last trip was the first trip where I actually saw myself, like, living there. Where I was like, hey, yo, you know what I mean? I always, like, joked about it, but, like, right now, kind of seeing it right now because, every year America getting
kind of wild.
A little wild. The politics, can't even care no more to the point. It's kind of just a bunch of fiasco business. And it's like, I don't know anything about politics in Japan, but I will say this. I do believe they more focused on the well-being of their people than people leading us, you know what I'm saying? So, and they don't have a military. Whether it's by choice or not, I kind of like that. At least you know what I'm saying? Like, people, they ain't got to worry about their country going to some random war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they chilling.
We got an infinite war.
Yeah, right? Like, we chilling.
We always need a war.
Right, like,
they said Afghanistan wrapped up, we need some shit popping off. Ukraine,
right. Like,
Ukraine,
who's next?
Who's next? Who's next?
You got to spread that democracy somewhere.
Yeah, who need democracy?
Sure, throw some democracy and some missiles.
Right,
So,
so how did all these experiences affect your art and your creative process?
Oh, bro, so big time, man. I'll say, so my first trip, because I wasn't drawing when I first got there.
Right.
I only started drawing. I was drawing on my third trip. I was drawing, and even then, I wasn't even drawing on the iPad yet. I was still on just paper, just like getting my grasp with things, And man, I was getting so inspired, bro. Like just the things that I was seeing, and just like the elegance, the simplicity, and the efficiency. And it just like spoke so well with just how anime looks. I was like, dog, it's crazy how the same like vibe, frequency, message, that is hard to explain, can just translate in so many ways. The architecture, the art, the language. Like now I'm kind of serious about it. I'm learning the language now, and I'm like, dog, the language is so concise. It's so proper. It's so like, organized. And when you even look at the letters, it's a lot of straight lines, a lot of, and I'm like, dog, like that's how they think. They think very efficiently. And I'm like, when you look up some of the buildings, bro, be super tall and they be like this close.
Damn.
You swear they were like
same building.
Yeah, and they're not, like somehow they get it done. Like and when you really look at their construction and you see them actually building something, you're like, yo, you ain't never seen this much support on a building in America. That's like crazy. The amount of beams they have inside, you're like, yo, this is how it's supposed to build. And they probably building it 10 times faster too.
Definitely. Cheaper, better quality shit.
Because I think about it, they got to worry about earthquakes. So everything they have has to be at least like to a certain code of like earthquake proof. So a lot of the buildings are in hydraulics type things. Where like if like the ground shakes, it doesn't like shake with it. It kind of like it's on like some hydraulic system. Yeah, a lot of them are on like that. And that's just like a code. So
wow.
Yeah.
You really know a lot about Japan.
Oh, yeah, man. I knew a lot before I left, before I went there the first time. But, no, it's definitely something where I was like, yo.
Wow, I really want to make a trip. I've actually been to China. I went to China when I was
I would love to go there, bro.
My freshman year of college, I went and did a study abroad trip there. And it was hella fun. Like, I didn't really know what to expect. But that shit was...
Where in China?
I went to Beijing. I went to Shanghai. I went to a city called Shenzhen. And then I also went to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And that shit was just a blast. Like,
I can imagine, bro.
People in China, it's kind of like what you were saying. Like, people was definitely stare and ask to take pictures, but it was more out of like admiration.
It wasn't like disrespect.
Yeah.
Because so one thing was the guy was telling me that I met the older black dude that owned the bakery. He was saying like, yo, like he's like out of the 40 years he's been here, he never experienced any racism to any level to the worst that he experienced, like the least racism he experienced in America.
I believe that.
Like the least experience racism encounter he ever experienced in America was like more than anything he experienced in Japan.
Damn.
And even in Japan, he said any situation or he can ever think of or come back to, you can always kind of connect him to like the Western side of the world. Like, they went to school in Europe. Like they're actually like, because I think racism for your skin is not something that's like they grew up there.
Yeah.
They don't have a history of that there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got prejudices, but it's not with skin color.
Right.
We got that in the Western side of the world, with Europe and the Europeans and all that. And so over there, they're gonna look at you like probably your class, like where you from, how much money you got, that type of thing. And I'm thinking like old school prejudice. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, I wouldn't even imagine how the prejudice would be. I imagine they had prejudice there, but I got probably like get more mixed into the cultures there, have Japanese friends to really see like what it's really, really about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But as a tourist, it's pretty chill, huh?
Oh yeah, you're chilling, bro. Like, and honestly, like I watch a lot of stuff and experiences with like foreigners who live there.
Yeah.
I actually follow this dude on YouTube. He's actually a YouTube called like Black Experience in Japan. Like I think he's a Jamaican dude, been there for a while. Got have his wife and kids out there. I think they're both Jamaican as well. And like he interviews a lot of people, like Americans and Black people who live there, and they really get their experience. And it's really, really enlightening to see like their experience when they talk about, oh yeah, like barely any, like nah, I really experienced nothing like that. No negatives, like it's all love out here.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them will say when they first got there, they thought that
it was worried type shit.
Yeah, and not even that. Sometimes the encounters, they would think that too. Like, yo, what the hell? Why he's staring? Da, 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 da. And after a while, they start to realize that, yo, maybe that's my mindset.
Like, I'm thinking that other people racist because my history.
Maybe let me take a step back. Maybe I'm just thinking that. What are they really thinking? You don't know.
Right. Especially
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because none of these stuff that they can ever come to are like openly racist acts or anything. You get a side eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, or something like, yo, these are like little things, bro. Like, none of them you would ever experience in America, bro.
Yeah.
To the point where you're like, now, don't get me wrong, you can get discriminated for being a foreigner for sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who probably try to get an apartment rented somewhere.
They're like, fuck
as soon as the person finds out you're a foreigner, they're like, oh, no.
Yeah, they're like
Jordan But it has nothing to do with, they don't know what you look like.
Yeah.
It's just that because they saw John or something.
Right. It don't say Akio Saito.
Yeah, exactly. So, but once again, that's the older thing. So I feel like as years go on, like those type of things kind of fade away. And Tokyo being so like national, like it's hard to really experience that in Japan.
Right.
Like you get that stuff in like the
rural.
Yeah, that's where you really get that stuff. Like, so my boy that I went out there, he's tatted up. Like, he got sleeves, neck tattoos, mostly anime stuff. When he's in the city in Tokyo, he getting love, bro. Like, love. People coming up want to take pictures of his tattoos.
That's
like,
dope.
When he's like in like other like rural areas,
they look at him crazy.
Getting stares, bro. Hard, heavy stares, bro. And he actually sometimes he used to go to the gym there. He got to cover up. Can't Gold's Gym there.
That's crazy.
Can't show tattoos.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to cover up all of it. He got to wear like a whole hoodie,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's definitely like a weird thing where like you see some Japanese people out there with tattoos, and sometimes you see them with a whole sleeve and all. And when you do though, they usually dress kind of like American.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely tell like they're definitely got another international vibe to them. More than influence. It's not just like. There's Japanese tattoos in a tattoo.
Right.
Yeah, nah. Like I only saw actually one girl there with sleeves.
Wow.
Yeah, and you could definitely tell she was like in that like party scene.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Club
like
life.
Whatever job she had, don't care about her having tattoos.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
So
Okay. So we're starting to wrap up now. What do you have like coming out next, or like do you have anything to promote? What can we look forward to? Dropping anything? Submitting?
So right now I'm really focusing on some merchandise actually. Yeah. Because obviously I'm thinking like you gotta think long term and short term. You know what I'm saying? So like obviously long term would be like building an anime. But short term, I gotta build my name.
Right.
You know, I gotta build Mugen as the brand. You know. And so with that comes merchandise and physical things. Like, so yeah, I'm always gonna be selling my art, but now that I want to expand and actually sell like shirts, stickers, maybe like some socks, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, then I'm gonna start getting into actually like web comics.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna start dropping some web comics, probably like dish them out for like free, where you can just like digitally like download it. You know, something I want to dish it out on like something independent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use no platform. I want to just like, yo, like, because it's going to be that solid.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you got to hold on. Yo, go to this website. Yo, watch. Yo, you got to read this, you know, types thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going to watch it on, you can't read it on Shonen Jump.
Right.
You're going to read it on this website. Like, it's going to be on my stuff. Like, it's going to be like that.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really want to build my name as Mugen. So when I do get ready to really get into that industry in Japan, I'm bringing the popularity, you know, my name, obviously my resume. And so something where it's hard for them to really be like, hey, yo, you know, like he's bringing something different than what the local people are bringing. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, it's hella competition there.
Oh, yeah.
Hella competition there. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where I'm at right now. I got a few designs, but I'm the type of person, like, I want to drop everything, like, kind of ready. I want to, like, drop things one at a time. I want to have, like, probably
a whole
like
collection.
And like a nice collection. You know what I'm saying? And being that, then I'll be stepping into fashion. As an artist, you know what I'm saying? So like that's how I feel like, yeah, I start off as a digital artist, but you could transform to many things, you know what I'm saying? It could be music one day too, you know what I'm saying? Doing like beats or so and so, you know what I'm saying? Like Mugen could be a lot bigger than you think.
Yeah, deadass.
You know what Mugen means, right?
No, what do you mean?
Infinity.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
and that's why, hey, you better be careful because Meta might come for that logo. That shit look like Meta. I ain't gonna care. Them boys,
hey, they
be on that. They be on that. But
hey.
I think the angle you got, I think you.
Yeah. It's crazy when somebody told me, it was like, hey, yo, Meta got the. I was like, what was Meta? I was like, what's that? Because I ain't know. I was sleeping on that. I didn't know nothing about Facebook and Meta. I'm like,
what the fuck is that?
I had to look at this shit up. I remember one time I was at the bottom of Instagram. I was like,
hell no.
Yeah, I was like, whew.
Yeah, like goddamn, they coming for your shit.
Yeah, they coming for it though.
That's crazy. That's dope though, bro. I appreciate you making the time.
I'm
excited
man, I appreciate
to see
you for having me, bro.
Sure.
It's all love, man. Appreciate that.
Hey, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Mugen's Dream, and also on Facebook, Mugen's Dream, and also on Twitter, Mugen's Dream. All tags are the same. We're gonna be expanding some more, bringing some new heat, bringing some more creative art, some more black art. Trying to get that expanded out there. And I'm excited to show the world what I got, man. I'm really excited, man. I really, really think I got something special. So I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Sure, bro. That's what's up. All right. We're just gonna take this pic.